Hey guys, and welcome back to the Black Positivity Challenge. This is where we take a break from all of the negativity that is happening on social media, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we come here and we just talk about dope people, good things, and good vibes. And talking about good vibes, I am going to share a video from one of the few content creators that I do watch who is super positive, that has a super chill vibe. So check this out.
You woke up and you were excited to do it. Now you just think about the reward or how you're going to be received. Hustle culture is here to take everything that you have and leave you dry when you're done and burnt out. It cares about its bottom, new, fresh blood, you understand? You know, I was browsing the platform the other day, I think it was TikTok, and this creator was saying they don't even like the things that they make, the things that they post. They think it's negative, but they do it because it gets attention. And it's paying bills, like more of the bills, it's getting them rich. But what they actually love to do, you know, they like to create films, you know, these films that take 30 hours to make, but unfortunately, that's too much time for the attention economy that we're in. And I could see the disappointment in their eyes, you know, like this self-imposed trap they created for themselves. And again, if you're not careful, your dream, your passion may turn into a career, which sounds great, but you also may create a new trap for yourself.
Ooh, so I am so glad that there are a lot more people on YouTube that are content creators that are talking about hustle culture and what content creation is doing to actual creators. So this content creator called Hindz is super dope, and just him talking about hustle culture, especially for content creators, is so important. When he talked about like the content creator genuinely not liking, and even worse, not resonating with the actual content that he puts out because he actually feels like it is negative. That was so powerful because me creating this channel was literally that literally from that same source, right? We, like all of us, we watch YouTube a lot, right? And we find ourselves consuming so much content that is just gossip, or that is just negative, or that is just like, you know, on such a low frequency. And I even started a YouTube channel, and very small, like no followers really. And like just realizing the type of content that I was about to create startled me because, you know, like I started making the videos, I had the idea. And here's the funny part. They say the road to hell is paved with good intention. The road to hell is paved with good intention. So like most content creators, I had good intent, right? Like I wanted to add to the conversation about relationships. I wanted to add to the conversation about, you know, what the differences between men and women, and some of the things that I saw going wrong. But then I asked, maybe I did like one or two videos. I did a couple of videos, and I asked myself, is this something that I would like to continue creating? Is this something that I would be happy and content, integrity-wise, consistently creating? Because once again, the road to hell is paved with good intention, right? So the intent is to give out advice and critique the things that people may or may not be doing right, you know, as far as like trying to get into a relationship and the people that are in a relationship. But it always slides so far to the left when you do that, to the point where you end up judging people and critiquing people. And we really don't know what people are going through, right? And it's so easy for us to look at people and say, if that was me, this is what I would do. And there's so many factors that we don't consider when we come online and we talk about other people's lives. And I realized the slippery slope that is content creation and negative or toxic or gossip content creation. And I just knew that that wasn't what I wanted to do, especially considering that algorithm wise and YouTube creator wise, it's an oversaturated market. And not because it's oversaturated, but my thought was there's so many things that I think that people are already saying. And even if it is things, right, that people haven't said the way I want to say it, what is the end result? And for me, the end result just wasn't good, right? It didn't feel good. It really just didn't feel good. And like I have this saying, like, it doesn't matter what you do, the result is all that matters, right? So I just knew that the end result would turn out negative. It would turn out toxic, even though I'm trying to critique people to do better, and that's not what I wanted to do. And then I really thought about my life, and I'm like, wait a minute, you don't even consume, so I completely changed my my algorithm, and I completely changed my YouTube recommendations. So what I would do is I would hit like do not recommend and not interested in videos that were negative and toxic, because when I looked on my timeline and in my history and what I was consuming daily, I was like, oh my goodness, is this what I want to be ingesting? Is this the stuff that I truly believe in? And I didn't. So yeah, so that part when he said that the content creator on YouTube wasn't even happy with what he's creating, that really it spoke to me and it shook me to the core. And like I said, I do remember being that person that thought about adding to that pool. And the fact that someone is actually speaking about it candidly and not even so much in a judgmental way, he's just highlighting it. I find it to be really dope. And I find it to be super, super necessary. And the other thing that he mentioned, as far as content creation on YouTube goes and hustle culture, is that quality is being diminished greatly, right? If someone is coming online and saying things that they don't even truly believe, or things that they don't feel good about, isn't that not giving the viewers on YouTube actual quality content? It's not, because it's not even you. It's not what you believe in. And I think we all come to YouTube not just for search purposes, because we know that YouTube is basically a search engine, right? But we also come here to search for other people that may think like us. We come to search for other people to feel a sense of belonging, like, okay, well, I love nature. Oh my goodness, there's other young people or other creatives or other Black people or other people from urban communities that actually like nature. Or you may be heavily into tech, and then you go on YouTube and you search YouTube tech, YouTube cybersecurity. You may be into anime and you go on YouTube and you type in anime, or Black people, Black women watching anime, Black men in anime creators, Black anime creators, and then you find other people that are like you. And it really was a thing where we were just trying to find other voices like us, people that represented us, maybe people that helped us to understand ourselves better. And then it just completely turned into something different. So sorry if I rambled on too long, but I think this point about hustle culture and just being super mindful that we are being consumed by hustle culture and we don't even realize it. I think that's super important. And I really thank Hindz for talking about what is happening to content creation and the fact that people deserve quality, right? Like if you go to the movies, you're expecting to see quality. If you are anticipating your favorite music artist to drop a new album, you're anticipating quality. So, when it comes to YouTube and content creation and content creators, I think that that's something that we all can be a lot more mindful about, and we all can be a lot more mindful of authenticity. People come because they're looking for somebody that has a unique makeup just like you do, and they're like, okay, who else likes red and flowers and I don't know, and Krispy Kreme donuts, at the same time. And you go online and you search on YouTube for people that are like-minded, of like interests. And if we can get back to that, that would be amazing. So I'm also going to go into this next clip from Hindz, and I'm going to discuss that as well.
It's just so crucial to protect and nurture that creative spirit, your vision, right? Success will come, right? And balancing success and your artistic integrity is not easy, but it's not impossible. I think it's actually an opportunity, Why not do the things we love? But when we love something, what does it require? It requires care, it requires boundaries, and consistent effort around it. The key is to stay true to our essence, navigating those demands and temptations of success. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's a balancing act. If you have found yourself constantly judging your own ideas, oh, the algorithm's not going to like that, in this constant rush, and this worry, and this anxiety, and you step into your art, your creation, or whatever you do, and it's like, it's just not fun anymore. You need to make a shift. You've allowed the outside world to get into your process. You've allowed these platforms to get into your process. Again, all they care about is attention. We don't chase attention. We create, and then we share, and then we go and create again. And how do we do this? Well, one, we stay grounded in our why. We need to regularly remind ourselves why you started. Was it the love for the music or the storytelling or the thrill of creating something and, sharing it? Return back to your why. Realign yourself and release some of those external, unnecessary pressures.
Ooh, okay, guys. So Hindz dropped so much. And first of all, I know he calls his YouTube channel and his community the #1 chill spot on YouTube, and I think it's befitting because he discusses things in such a calm but insightful and intentional demeanor. And I had to take notes because I had so much to say. So when he talks about balance in hustle culture and balance in content creation, I thought that this was such a key point as well, right? Because you want success, but do you want to compromise your integrity to have success? Because I'm going to add to the conversation and say, is it even truly success if you are not there to celebrate it, right? And what I mean by you are not there, if you show up as somebody else, you don't even get the actual benefits because it's not the reward that you want. And if you have to trade in your integrity for success, is it successful? Because true success is to do what you want to do, how you want to do it. And most importantly, as I mentioned, results is what matter the most. Did you get the result that you want? And for true content creators, in general, for true creatives, for true artists, your goal is not just numbers, right? Your goal is to convey a message, to draw a picture, to evoke a certain emotion or feeling. And with this channel, by the way, I always forget. I know when I watch good videos, I always forget to hit like and subscribe. So if you did not subscribe, just like right now, you can continue listening. Just hit the button. If you forgot to like, please do so, because this is how the algorithm on YouTube knows that there are content creators that are creating positivity and that you guys actually like it and want more of this type of content. But yeah, I was saying, if I could even remember where I was, but the results is what matter the most, right? So for a true creative, we would like to evoke a certain feeling or a certain emotion. And I created this channel because I knew that I wanted to evoke happiness, right? I wanted to be a beacon of light for people, because we forget how much people are hurting, right? Everyone on YouTube that's creating content and toxic content and negative content is not doing it necessarily because they're bad people. They're hurting and they're expressing their hurt in a certain kind of way. But the results are, the results are opposite of, what people want. And I think in the heart of most people, we want to create, we want to inspire. The next point he talked about was worry and anxiety. And I think people have that across the board, whether you're a creative, a dancer, an artist, a musician, a doctor, lawyer, content creator. That worry and anxiety does play a role, especially if you don't start to see the numbers moving the way you thought it would. That creates something in you that takes away from you staying true to your essence. And he did mention that. He mentioned essence. And that is such a good point, because at your essence, who are you? And more importantly, I ask people, the person that you admire the most, or the person that you would most closely want to model your life after, are you living in that manner? Are you doing something similar to what they're doing? And I'm sure that because of hustle culture, a lot of us are not, because that anxiety and that worry about success, right? But we discussed earlier that success comes with integrity, because it means that you did what you set to accomplish. You evoked the emotion that you was trying to evoke. You drew the picture. You painted the picture that you was trying to paint, and you remained yourself. So let me see. I had to take notes because this was so good. He spoke about, let's see. Oh my gosh. He spoke about passion projects and your why. What is your why? What is your why? Creating this channel, I knew my why. I saw people hurting. I saw people not even just hurting, but I saw people that were hungry for something. And if you're hungry, even if you want to eat healthy, even if you want to be on a diet, even if you want to be vegetarian or you want to be vegan, but you're hungry for something and fast food is what's near, or you're getting free junk food every day, right? That's what you're going to consume. So my why was, well, I'm pretty sure that people need a balance. I'm not saying that we're going to stop watching gossip things or stop watching reality TV. However, I knew that I could add to the conversation balance, right? And this is what Hindz was also talking about. He was talking about balance, right? It's kind of like music back in the days. We had Little Kim, but we had Lauryn Hill, right? You had, let's see, NWA and a certain type of hip hop, but then you also had Common and conscious hip hop, right? We just need more balance. And I set out to create balance. Like after you watch all of those things after you ingest all of those things, where do you come for refuge? Where do you go to be reminded, as I stated earlier, that there are good things happening in the world, right? That there are good people in the world. Are you a good person? I'm pretty sure that you are a good person and that you think that you're a good person. So why do we not believe that there are other good people in the world? Or we witness good things happening all the time. Maybe you got a promotion at work, or your niece or your nephew graduated from school, and all of these accomplishments, right? Or you start renovating your house and, things are going great, but we don't get to consume it. That's not what's being fed to us. So we don't have that balance, and we don't have that hunger fed. And I also think the more that you start to consume positive things and optimistic things, believe it or not, the more you will crave it, and the more other things are not as appealing, and you feel kind of weird when you consume those things. So then you consume more of the good things. So that's a part of my why, and that's a part of my passion project. And I really hope that this inspires other content creators on YouTube and other artists and creatives in general to create what you truly desire to create, and create based on the results that you want. And hopefully we can create more from a place of integrity. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really hope that you're having a good week and a good day and a good life. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.